All right, so we're going to do a long version of this because I had to burn through stuff for a 60-second version. If you want to see it, want short, sweet, to the point, go to my shorts and there's a 60-second version of this. We're talking Japanese dining ware. You have your pots, your pans, and whatnot, but the main things for your World War II Japanese soldier was their allotment of rice, and this is a rice bowl from the Imperial Japanese Army. The Navy ones will have the anchor. Usually, I believe it's cherry blossoms around the anchor. And then that's the make and the number of the bowl. Now, with the bowls, you won't see them too much in the field. The lacquer, the porcelain, this stuff right here, you're going to see in your field kitchens, your field dining areas that are behind the front line. So think of training sites. Prisoner of war camps is the example I used in the shorter video, where they're going into a dining facility to sit down and to actually eat. This is, if you see my fist, it's about fist size. That would be your ration of rice. Prisoners of war from the US, Australia, New Zealand, as well as a bunch of other countries did not fare so well, but your Japanese soldier, until late war, will get a fairly decent portion of rice, fish on top, fresh vegetables, usually taken from the conquered individuals. For the Filipinos, when the Japanese were in the Philippines, they were farming, and the Japanese were taking a lot of what they farmed, including individuals in the prisoners of war camps. Moving on from the porcelain bowl, though, we have 4 different Japanese sake cups. This one right here is a little different than most. This is lacquer and wood. So they carved this thing completely out of wood, and they lacquered it with a red lacquer. Sadly, it's not as wonderfully preserved as it could be, but it is a beautiful cup, an example of the different types of sake cups. Then you have other ones like this where it's more ornate. If you see the bottom, it is very well done. Small cup, one of the 2 main sizes. Same with this one, more of a green. You don't really see the green too often. You have cherry blossoms in there. Japanese rising sun flag, the Imperial Army star. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautifully made. Apologies. And like this one from a medical unit. I love my medical stuff, so I had to get this one. But now let's talk. These all could have been used in the field. There are actually Japanese photos of soldiers in the field drinking from their sake glasses. I'm not saying these things would have been the best, especially in the front lines if you're fighting. These, on the other hand, these would have been a lot better, the wood ones, for if you were going to use them for your alcohol ration of rice wine. These, though, were made starting around the Japanese Sino-Russo War. And Dan King has a very wonderful book detailing Japanese sake cups from around that time, 1845, I think it was, to 1945. These were made for special occasions, like you got your medical unit and promoted. Well, you're going to commemorate that. How did Japanese commemorate that? With a sake glass, a sake bottle, a special one for special occasions. So there are quite a few of these out in the circulation. Good ones, like these are a little small. I'd say are $35 cups. The big ones, especially if these were a little nicer condition, would be about $35 to $50 cups. If you are a starting out collector and you want to get some very cool Japanese stuff that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, the porcelain's where to go. You can pick these things up for about $15 to $30 on average. Get yourself ones you like, unless you can get them very cheap. And you can add some nice flair to your collection, especially on shelves. Because why not collect? Why not enjoy something, especially if you have you enjoy a little bit of war history. This itself is about a $20, $30 bowl if you can find it. The Navy ones are a little more available than the Army ones. But again, for starting out collector, especially if you like the Japanese side of World War II, or you want that to contrast with the Marine Corps side of things, definitely with the Marine Corps side of things, This is what you want to get into to start off. Japanese helmets, goggles, uniforms can get very pricey very fast. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. And like always, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And this is Chris signing off.